So, Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron. The robot lives, folks. The robot lives.
It was alright.
It's one of Marvel's weaker efforts, I think.
I wouldn't say so. I think I put it right. I think I put it above Ant-Man. I think I put it around there.
I don't know.
It's definitely above Ant-Man for me.
Especially with what we're about to watch, Civil War. I know it's a Captain America movie, and people will
it's
scold
a
me.
Avengers movie.
It is an Avengers movie, and that felt like a better Avengers movie than Age of Ultron.
Do you guys want to talk about the good and the bad?
Yeah,
sure. Let's talk about the ugly.
Yeah, let's talk about
the special effects.
Let's talk about the real ugly, the bad stuff first.
Let's talk about the real ugly. Josh Whedon's personality.
Yeah,
and his face.
Yeah,
I don't know,
physically and mentally.
I keep trying to separate art from artists. With this
I can
stuff,
do it pretty easy.
It's hard when Joss Whedon says that a woman who is sterile is more easily able to kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the romance between
you
Black
didn't
Widow.
like it.
No, I liked it when I first saw it, but upon rewatching it, it's real awkward.
It's odd. It really does just come out of nowhere, especially for Black Widow, who is a character that very famously is like a spy, and she's always like doing all these things and doing fake emotions.
Yeah.
It just kind of feels like she's trying to trick Bruce Banner.
Yeah,
something.
like when Captain
and the
America
movie clearly stating that's not what she's doing.
Yeah, like Captain America wanders up and he's like, I've seen, so what, you are Natter a thing, huh?
Yeah, Josh Whedon specifically put that conversation in so audiences wouldn't think that, but it just feels very
and it feels, and Captain America, and if they were to do anyone with Black Widow, I feel like it'd be Captain America. It would feel a bit more natural.
It would, but at the same time, I really like what they do with them later on, where they have a really close friendship.
Yeah,
or I like that more. But at the same time, I think I think the banter is better in this one for me than the first movie. I think Joss Whedon does a better job of writing them as a unit. Mm-hmm. But I think the overall
he's a good writer. The dialogue, it's quippy. It's good. It works.
I think I do think this is a movie that is a little too quippy.
Yeah, it is. It is quip. It is nonstop quip.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel, but the Avengers: Age of Ultron felt a bit basic.
It's a basic movie.
It was like, kill the bad guy, go do it.
Yeah, I think it's a movie that suffers from being overstuffed with action.
Yeah,
I think there's too many fights in this movie.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this film.
I can understand how people would be like, oh, this is this. When everyone's talking about superhero fatigue, and this is the movie that they mentioned. I get it.
Yeah.
I think this was the movie that, I remember going to see this movie with my dad, and my dad, digs the Marvel movies, and he walked out of this one. I liked it a lot more than him, but he was just like, oof. Yeah. It's a lot. Especially towards the end, it's very CG-y. And the CG is not perfect.
That and James Spader. I feel like James Spader did a fantastic job, but I felt like it was a waste because he did a fantastic job.
I didn't feel like it was a waste.
I think Ultron's one of the high points.
I dig Ultron. I dig his philosophy. I know a lot of people hate the sarcasm. I dig the sarcasm. That's a very rare thing.
He's the son of
Tony Stark, so that makes sense.
But a sassy robot is not a thing that you see in a lot of movies,
especially a sassy evil robot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always if you have a robot who's the villain,
very mechanical and robotic, but I
like HAL 9000 or something.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate.
He's basically what would happen if R2D2 and Skynet had a baby.
Yeah, exactly. He's evil Jarvis.
Yeah, and it's great. But
I dig him.
Yeah, and I think I do like Scarlet Witch, and I like Quicksilver.
Quicksilver's cool.
He's a flat character, but he doesn't need to be anything more.
Zach and I had this argument during the movie. I felt like Hawkeye should have died.
Oh no!
The reason why is
I'm so glad you agree with me.
And the reason being is that you were correct that Quicksilver was a flat character, kind of one-dimensional, but I felt he had potential to become more than that. And I also
you just wanted him to die in the next movie.
No, not in the next movie. Just a little. I feel I was about to get to that point. I feel like his death would be more impactful if we got to know him as a character in multiple movies. I suggested Civil War, but maybe just later on, in any later on movie, I felt like I would feel Scarlet Witch's pain.
I'm not saying that I like that they killed Quicksilver, but I like that the did a fake out with Hawkeye's death.
Yeah, because
the entire movie is setting up Hawkeye's death.
Exactly.
And it's the most like cliche death setup of all time.
Yeah,
They got all the foreshadowing.
Hawkeye literally says, I'm gonna
live forever. And then they set up his family, and then they set up all these things, and it's just,
like,
and then the moment comes,
it could
and
be,
it doesn't
pay off.
No, it's great. It's a subversion of the cliche.
Yeah.
It's not that the moment doesn't pay off. It's a subversion of the cliche.
And I love the focus that they do put on Hawkeye because he almost becomes the main character.
Yeah, I
of the
love what
film.
the movie did with Hawkeye. I love that they gave him emotion, and then they said we don't have to give you a family and then just pull you out of the story. You can have a family and stay alive.
And also, it's like he went from being like a very flat character who was just like a guy with arrows, and they call him the weakest Avenger in the story. I really like Hawkeye in this movie.
I will say I do like what they do with the character in later movies. So,
but I think to just like kill him off would be a waste.
Yeah, it would be
really.
Seeing the other movies, it would be a waste. But just basing it off of this movie, I think
for me, if they killed off Hawkeye in Age of Ultron, it would legitimately probably make it to my bottom.
It'd suck. It'd just be cliched because
it'd be very cliched.
It would take everything out of what he does in the movie.
Yeah.
All of the farm shit, that would evaporate all of it.
Yeah, it would make his speech to Scarlet Witch just a cliched, boring speech.
It'd take all the air out of that. It'd take all the air out of it.
Because every time you were watching it, you'd be like, "Oh, he's gonna die."
Yeah, exactly.
I feel that'd be more. It'd be more impactful for me.
Nah, I think it'd be. Yeah, I disagree.
All right, so we've had our disagreements and discussions. The positives.
The positives. I think this is one of the better looking Marvel movies set on Earth.
Visually, aesthetically, I'll agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, like, special effects wise.
Special effects, no.
Well, I think that's just like a cliche of the Marvel movies now. It's that, like, some of the effects are really, really great, but it's kind of clear that you're just kind of starting to come down to the wire as they were going along.
Yeah.
They just didn't finish a lot of it. Because, like, in some shots, it looks beautiful, and then other shots, again, towards the end, in Sokovia, there's some shots of, like, Thor flying around.
Yeah, I'm not.
And it just looks like
I'm
Chris
not talking
Hemsworth
about
on a
the
green
effects,
screen.
though. I'm talking just like about the lighting of the living pieces.
And like especially compared to like Ant-Man, which is the flattest.
Watching
movie
those two
ever.
movies back to back is like
pretty
weird
it's
because
night
like
and day because one is the flattest movie of all time.
There's so much subtle color in this movie, and I really do appreciate it.
I dig the look of this film.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, another positive is the little continuity things that they put in there.
There's some fun stuff.
We noticed. Zach and I were watching. We noticed.
I noticed.
He noticed. Zach noticed. Excuse me. That.
Pay respect.
That the tech guy from Winter Soldier was in the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier.
Yeah.
Everyone in the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier, I think, is like you've seen before.
Yeah. That in Winter Soldier. Also, in Winter Soldier was the senator from Iron Man 2, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like little things that they pay attention to.
Yeah.
You know?
It's I really appreciate. That's kind of like the continuity of all the movies coming together, and that's like what all the fans are there for because it's irrelevant to.
Exactly.
General
general audiences aren't going to give a shit, but they put them in there for the fans.
Yeah, and I appreciate that they're
like, hey, I know that guy.
And we especially notice when we watch them back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
Especially. I also do like the party scene at the very beginning.
Even like that Thor. That's a very Josh Whedon-y thing. That Thor lifting the hammer scene.
Yeah, when this movie slows down and just like lets the characters interact, I think
it's fun.
Really hits its stride. Like, especially when it's just like Captain America hangs out with a bunch of old war veterans.
Yeah.
Like that's
I don't know. Like
World War II in Korea.
Yeah, that's his attention to detail.
I won't call this a bad movie. I'll just call it a messy blow.
I would say it's a basic movie.
Again, like I don't think any of the Marvel movies are, so far at least, are bad.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Thor is just bad.
Nah, it's fine.
It's fine.
I think Age of Ultron, for me, it doesn't really like. It's pretty. It's between the bottom layer and the middle layer. It's not really like. It's not. Yeah, it's.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right,
I put it right above Ant-Man.
So let's see these lists.
Yeah, show me where. I don't even know where on that list that is. I'm just.
Okay.
I'm like, that's a place to put it, right above Ant-Man. Okay, so my current list now is Guardians of the Galaxy, The Winter Soldier, The First Captain America, Iron Man, The Avengers, Iron Man 3, Avengers Age of Ultron, Ant-Man, Iron Man 2, Thor the Dark World. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to switch Ant-Man and Age of Ultron. There. I said it.
There we go.
There.
Wow.
I said it.
Ant-Man is better.
Nah, it's just Ant-Man's more
tighter.
digestible.
Yeah, also it's tighter too.
Yeah.
Like, what do you like? I don't think anyone sits down and is like, let's watch Age of Ultron.
Yeah. Ant-Man, I can just watch.
Yeah.
It's lighter.
It's better.
Devin, well,
Better is a subjective.
Yeah, better is subjective.
All right, so my
Devin has
list.
the weirdest list of all time.
My list is Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America: The First Avenger, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Iron Man 2, and then I'm gonna put Avengers: Age of Ultron, Thor: The Dark World, Iron Man 3, Incredible Hulk, and the Thor.
Okay. Interesting. For me,
Such an odd list.
yeah, I'm
Both of you guys have odd lists.
Nah, I like my list. I
like my list too. Yeah.
I think my list is superior to yours, Andy.
Wow!
Specifically
fight.
yours.
Oh,
I think your list,
specifically mine.
even though our lists are very similar in many ways,
But at the same time,
very
that
different.
makes us the greatest enemies.
Yeah. No, I put The Winter Soldier, the first Captain America movie,
Flip that shit around, boy. Let me.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers, Iron Man 2, Thor: The Dark World, Ant-Man, Iron Man 3, Age of Ultron, the original Iron Man, Thor, and then the Incredible Hulk.
That's an odd list.
I know. I think
a lot of it like makes sense, but then like
Iron Man's near the bottom.
yeah, if you like switched Iron Man and Iron Man 2 on that list, actually no, even Thor: The Dark World's really high up there. You got a weird list.
No, I think it is just those two because I was surprised by how much I enjoyed those two movies upon rewatch because they're easily digestible movies.
Yeah.
Those
I
are
know.
fun movies to watch.
Also, we fucked up and we watched Ant-Man before Age of Ultron.
We did.
Just the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd say
we
it.
didn't talk about
Just
that.
we were like, oh, no one will notice. People's gonna.
People will
No,
notice
just
because
completely
we weren't tight enough.
Yeah.
But I wanted to
We're
wait.
flabby.
I wanted to wait for.
Tight,
I wanted
just
to
like
wait
Age of
till. I
Ultron.
wanted to wait for Zach.
Yeah, because you guys watched it without me like a month before.
Yeah.
Foolishly. And I told you not to. I told you not to.
Oops.
Own your
gosh.
mistakes.
Own your mistakes, Captain Crunch.
You're a captain, goddammit.
You fucking coward.
People's
right.
lives are on the line.
So we are off to watch Civil War now because all Ant-Mans.
A better Avengers movie than Age of Ultron.
Yeah. We'll catch you guys later.
On the flip side.